The witchcraft trials which took place in Britain in the 1600s were a brutal persecution of women. However, it becomes even more shocking when you find out that your hometown played its part in this cruel moment in history. This map is the reason for my investigation. It was put together by the University of Edinburgh to show witchcraft across Scotland. When I noticed Penicuik was on it, I wanted to know exactly who we tortured for their so-called witchcraft. I found 11 names but struggled to find their stories. It's important to know their names, however, and to remember what they faced despite their probable innocence. But I needed to know more, so I went to a place where I knew I could find out anything. Penicuik Residence Forum. I made a post asking if anyone in the community would have any more information on the Witches of Penicuik. Luckily, this put me in contact with Maggie Crane, an expert on the subject who is part of the Penicuik Historical Group.
There's a tendency to sort of view witchcraft as a kind of silly idea and sort of laugh about it. But at that time, in the 16th and 17th centuries, it was an absolute tragedy for the women, and it was mostly women who were accused of witchcraft because it almost inevitably ended in their death.
Although highlighted on the witchcraft map, the names of the Witches of Penicuik are even more apparent in documents such as the Annals of Penicuik. So could you tell us a bit about who the women were in Penicuik who were persecuted?
Yes, there were two lots of women. The first lot who were investigated and executed on the 7th of September in 1629. Their names were Christian Thompson, Isabel Dryborough and Margaret Smale. And then later the same year, on the 18th of December, another 3 women were executed. They were Janet Bishop, Janet Penicuik and Margaret Anderson. Now, we know that all of these women were burned, and it's not known exactly where the burnings took place, but it's thought most likely to be round about St Mungo's churchyard.
Despite the real witch trials of Penicuik remaining a somewhat mystery, fascinating tales of witches still surround the local area. Carlops is a small and quiet village which borders Penicuik and contains some of the most famous witchcraft stories within Midlothian. The 2 witches from Carlops were known as Jenny Barry and Moz. It is said that the woman would leap from this rock face to one that used to stand opposite it for a night of entertainment. The rock is known as Carlin's Loop or the Witch's Leap. A map at Carlops revealed that Jenny Barry used to have a cave up in the Pentlands. It's said that she died there. Although their prominence is clear in Carlops, it is difficult to find any legal record of the women, meaning they have just become another story, folklore, a legend within the town. Penicuik is just one of many places where witches were persecuted, and it is easy to see why witches have become such subject to intrigue, the mystery surrounding them, the dark tales they have created. But they are more than just stories. They were lives which were viciously taken because of mass panic and fear. Women who were killed for even being a little bit different. Although I have learned about these women, it is impossible to comprehend what they went through. And that's why I feel it's important to remember them.